Alright, so get to Excel. Alright, so once again, good evening, everybody, and I'm going to start with corrections to in this. I noticed that majority of us we were able to figure the function for count if, sum if, and average if. However, I'm going to just try it again for tennis. Here we were able to get the ones for basketball, the number of athletes per sports, that's for basketball, and then the sum of their pay per sports. Alright, so I'm going to try to do the one for tennis just to refresh our memory. Alright, so remember the formula is going to be equals to count if, right? Bracket open. Remember the first thing you want to pick is the range. So the range is going to be what, since it's sports, you pick everything on this range. Alright, and then we'll say comma. What exactly are we looking for? Tennis. So when we close our bracket, we should get our figure here at 6. Alright. So for the sum if, sum if is going to be equal to sum if, right? Bracket open. What's the range? The range of what we want to um, um, not the sum range now, the range of the criteria. Alright. So we're going to select that from E14 to E14 to E37. E37, right? Guess it's yeah. So what's the criteria? What exactly do we want to sum the salary for tennis ball players, right? So we'll select A4 and then comma. Now the sum range, what do we want to sum? It's the what's their salary. So we're going to include this B14 to B37. When you close the bracket, we should get the figure here as 203.8 million. Do I have people here in this class? Okay, yes. So all right, so let's move on. Now for the average if, all right, using the same idea of sum if. So when we say equals to average, sorry, equals to average if, right? Bracket open. The range of the criteria, all right. So it's going to be E14 to what? E37 again. What's the criteria? What do we want to look for? Everything pertaining to tennis. What happened? Our tennis left. Okay, so comma the average range. Alright. Average range of what? The bonus per sport. So select the C14 to C37. Bracket close and read enter. So the average bonus for tennis players is 8.3 million, and for this is about 19.733. So at this point, any question or I should move on? At this point, any question? However, I put there at all. Oh, okay, no question. All right, that's fine.
No questions, so you can move on.
All right, so now the next one is for the count ifs, right? So, somebody raise hand up. Okay, all right, that's fine. So, let me be sure that. Okay, all right. So, for this now, we want to be able to um, count. So now, remember I told us that count ifs or sum ifs. has to do with two different sets of criteria. All right. So see what this one says. It says we should count athletes with bonus greater than the average bonus per sport. All right. So it means that first we want to count our athletes who are um, whose bonus is greater than the average. And for basketball, you can see here that the average for basketball players is 19.73. So amongst this bonus pay here, anybody's whose bonus pay is greater than this, we want to select. We want to count those number of persons. However, we also want to count them as per the sports, either a basketball player or a tennis ball player. All right. So for you to do that, the formula I'll be using is what count ifs with the S bracket open. So you see here, Excel is already asking you what's the first criteria range. So you can either use you can either start with either of them, either the sports or the bonus. But let's start with the sports. All right. So that would be E14 to E37. Right. What exactly are we looking for here? It's basketball, right? So select basketball. Now, Excel is now asking, what's the criteria range to? Now, I think this is where it became a bit tricky for some of us who attempted this sum, right? So, what we want to do is bonus. So, we'll select the bonus, right? C14, that's the range. C14 to what? C37, comma. Now, we want to be able to tell Excel we don't just want a particular figure, but rather we want it to be that as many of them who are greater, whose pay is greater than what the 19.73, which is the average bonus per sport, right? So what we would now do here is we'll, we'll open the double quotation mark, right? And we would say greater than 19.73, and you close your quotation mark, then close your bracket. So when we do that, we would get our figure here as 6%. So there are only 6 persons whose figures, alright, whose bonus pay is greater than the average bonus. Any question? Somebody is asking a question. Some people are saying they cannot hear. Please, who else cannot hear? Hello?
Your voice will be loud, then the next minute is very low.
Ah, I'm sure that's
But it's not
that.
like this here. I can hear him clearly.
You can hear me clearly, right?
Maybe
Maybe it could be your
yes,
network
maybe
or something. I don't know.
I can
Alright, so because I'm practically shouting here.
Hear you clearly.
Alright, thank you. So maybe whoever could not hear me, try joining in again. Alright. So yeah, I have resent my assignment again, please. Oh, okay. Alright. Taiwo noted. I'll check that when I'm done. Alright, so let's move on. Right. I logged out and in again but couldn't hear still. Honestly, I have no idea why that is. Yeah, I really do not have idea at all. But let's move on, and I hope that I think so, Mojisola. I think you're the only one on this table. If you can hear me, let me see your network. You have a good network now, so you should be able to hear me. Um, I guess we'll just continue, right? Um, Okay, I think Taiwo was trying to respond to Mojisola. All right. So let's continue, please. Let's continue. All right. So for tennis, does anybody want to try? Does anybody want to try to solve for tennis ball players?
Yes.
Okay, who's that? Taiwo. Okay, all right,
Yes, sir.
Taiwo. Okay, please
It's Sarah.
come again. Who's that?
It's Sarah.
Oh, okay, Sarah.
Sarah.
Oh, okay, okay, Sarah.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Equals to
All right, equals to.
some ifs.
No, we're on count if so. We're on count if so. We're not on some ifs.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
Can't ifs. Sorry, sir.
No, no,
Can't
count
ifs.
ifs. All right. Which one? Count if or count ifs?
Can't ifs.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
We open the brackets.
we've not opened it. You say we should close it. All right.
I say we should open the brackets.
Okay.
A select criteria range one which is E14
All right. E14.
to
Actually, E37. Yeah, E37. Okay, so
E37,
what's our criteria here?
comma,
All right.
our criteria is A4,
Okay. A4. What's our criteria range to?
criteria range 2, then we select the bonus that is C
C
C14.
14. Okay. To C37. Right. Okay. So
Yes,
what's our criteria?
comma,
Yeah.
we
What's our
open
criteria?
double quotation,
All right.
then we use greater sign,
Okay.
we select 8.3, and that is D4.
No, 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 no. What I did initially, I didn't select. Now, in this particular one, we are not selecting the cell. We are selecting the figure. You're telling Excel we
of
want it to be this
of
specific to this
figure.
in yeah the figure exactly. So it's 8.3,
8.33.
right?
Then
And then we
we close
close
the
the
quotation,
mark.
we close the brackets.
All right. So we
Then
have
we
our
enter.
figure as what 3. All right. So
Yeah.
thank you very much, Sarah. All right. Taiwo, I saw your
Yes.
hand raised up. Do you want to help us out with the sum ifs? Hi, Taiwo.
Yes.
Okay. All right. See, I have some messages here. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You're welcome, Mojisola. Sorry about the hitch you had. All right. So, Taiwo, let's go.
Okay. Is equal to,
Yeah, we're doing sum ifs now, right? So let's go.
yeah, sum if.
Okay.
Is
Equals
equal
to.
to sum ifs,
All right.
open bracket,
Okay.
B14
B14,
to B17,
B17,
comma, B14 to B17,
B14
comma,
to B17.
yes, again,
Okay, so I don't know. B14, that's just this. Do you mean B37?
to B37, yes.
Okay, because B14 is this is just what B14 meant. Alright, so B37, right? Yeah, so we
Yeah,
have the full range now. Okay, so
yeah, comma.
criteria range one.
So criteria range 1 is B14
Okay, B14.
to B37 again,
Okay,
comma,
B14 to B37.
37. Yeah.
Okay,
Then comma, open quotation mark,
Okay.
greater than
Greater than
19.73.
19.73.
You close the quotation mark
Okay.
and then comma
Okay. Comma.
E14,
E14 to E37. Okay.
yes,
Mhm.
comma A3.
A3. All right. So enter. Okay. Sum of 2020 for athletes with bonus.
Greater than.
So I think there's an issue here.
Okay.
So I think so it says sum of 2020 pay for athletes with bonus. So I think the first criteria, yes, the sum range is the pay, but the first
Okay.
criteria should be the bonus.
Oh.
Yeah, because it says sum of 2020 pay for athletes with bonus. Yes, what we
Hmm.
want to sum is their pay, but we
It
want
should be
to the criteria should be that their bonus is what's greater than the
same.
average. So we'll just change this to C, right?
Yeah.
C, and we also change this as well to
Seven.
C37. Yeah, so when we do that, we are good. We should have the correct figure. All right,
Yeah.
so thank you very much, Taiwo. Um, who else wants to give it a try?
Hello, sir.
Oh, hi, Temitope. Okay, let's go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please, I don't know how you got the greater than sign. That was my issue. I couldn't. I tried looking for this thing, but I didn't get it.
It's not on your keyboard.
Mm,
What do you have? Are you with your PC with you?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, where do you have your full stop on your PC?
Mhm. Oh God.
Oh, God. What do so you see, yeah, so that's where you have your greater than sign. So do you want to try?
Okay,
Do
okay,
you want to
okay.
help us out with this?
No, because I don't. Everything just started. I couldn't do it.
But we just did this together now. Myself and Taiwo did the first one.
Ah,
Didn't you
sorry, I
join
did
us?
not understand.
Ah, okay. Okay. So who else? Who can I? Hi, Abimbola. Do you want to help us out? Hello, Abimbola. Okay, who else is here to help us? Hi, Meekness. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you. Good evening.
Okay, good evening. Do you want to help us out?
Okay, let me try.
All right, so let's go.
Okay, equal to some ifs.
Equals to some ifs, right?
Open the bracket.
Okay.
Your sum range, which is from B14
All right, B14 to
to
B37, right?
B37.
Okay.
Yes.
So criteria range one.
The criteria range one
Mm-hmm.
should be
C
C14
C14. Okay.
to C37.
C37. Okay. What's the criteria?
Criteria range.
No, the criteria. What are we looking for? What's you've selected the criteria range one. So what's the criteria one?
The criteria one should be. So I'm confused. Let me just
Okay, so
Bonus.
see, yeah, so we've already selected the criteria range, right? That is bonus.
yes,
Now we want
yes.
Excel to pick out those whose bonus is greater than the average bonus. So
Okay.
the criteria one will now be in bracket, in quotation, double quotation mark,
quotation mark,
greater than
greater than.
8.3,
Okay.
and then we'll close our quotation mark, double quotation mark. All right, so this is the criteria. It means that inside this range that we selected here, anything that is greater than 8.3, select that. That's what we want. That's what we want to work with.
Okay.
All right, so what's our criteria range to?
Okay. Criteria range 2.
Mm-hmm.
E14 to E37.
E37. All right, so what's our criteria?
Our criteria is A4.
A4. Good. All right, so we have our figure, our figure here. All right, so at this
Yeah.
point, any question before we move on? Any question? Yeah, since there's no question. So now we have
Sorry, sir.
yes,
Hello.
please. Who
Okay.
is talking?
Please,
Yeah.
can you zoom up? Can you move up a bit? I want to look at the some if account. If I want to ask a question from there.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. For the okay. There is because the former one you taught us,
Mm,
it's for count if and some if
mm,
is the criteria range, then the
mm-hmm,
range,
mm-hmm,
then the second criteria and the range. So
mm-hmm.
why is it different here? Why are we now having criteria range twice before before having the range itself?
Okay,
Because that was what I was doing.
so here is it,
I'm all
right?
yes, sir.
Two, some if and some ifs are two different things. Some if we are saying um some the salary of people who are um 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 okay, let me use this one. Some the salary of people who play basketball, all right, for this. So we used equals to some if. But now some if says some if these people play basketball, that is the first criteria, and also some if that their salary, sorry, some if their bonus is also greater than the average bonus. Means that after you have gotten the figure for um those who play basketball, inside those sets of persons we also want to filter and say, okay, now, yes, all these people play basketball, but how many of them do their bonuses is greater than the average? So we are working with two different criteria ranges here, not just one. Did you get that?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes. So we are working with two different, you can see that's why we have the S, some ifs. It means you're working with more than one criteria. Assuming there were other criterias. Now take a look at this. If I delete this, you can see if after the A3 here I say comma, you see it's telling me to add another criteria range 3. So even if you have 20
Mm.
criterias, alright, as long as those criteria they are in a particular range, alright, then you can keep on adding the criteria as many as they are, right? But because here we just have two criteria, so we don't need this comma. We just close our bracket and we hit enter. Did you get that?
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Temitope, let me ask you a question. Have you gone through the videos before, the
Yes,
recordings?
but I did. I don't think I went. The last one, I didn't listen completely
All right,
before
so
attempting
I
the
would I would
assignment.
really I would really advise for us to go through. I mean, those recordings that are at our disposals. You can always go through them. Everything we are doing here has been recorded. So I
Okay,
mean, if you watch it over and over again, you'll be able to get some of this. Hope I'm recording. Okay. So you'll be able to get
thank you, sir.
some of these questions. All right. So thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yeah. So now we want to go a bit deeper, right? Now we've been able to figure all of this, right? So now you see here we have certain conditions here, right? The first one here says we want to be able to identify athletes. Sorry. We want to be able to identify athletes that earn above or below the average pay. So means that amongst all these people, right? Anybody that earns above this average pay, all right, we'll tell them we want to on this earning grade here, we would say above. Anybody that earns lower, we would call the person below. All right, so for us to do that, the condition we'll be using here is just the if condition. So we'll say equals to if brackets. Now it's requesting for a logical text. So if average pay, that's this guy, that's B14, right? If B14 is greater than average pay 19.73, all right, comma, now it's saying value if true, value if false. Now our value if true, if it is greater than, we want it to be what? Above. So in double quotation mark, we would say above and close our double quotation mark, comma. Now it's requesting for value if false. All right. So here we'll open another quotation mark and say below and close our double quotation mark. So look at the formula now. It says if B14, that is the pay, if it is greater than 19.73, Excel please tag that person as what? Above. However, if the person is lower than 19.73, please tag that person what? Below. So if we hit enter, can you see what has happened? So everybody here that is greater than the average, whose pay is greater than average, all right. Oh dear, sorry. So I was given a wrong figure. It's supposed to be average pay, not average bonus. So I can just come here now and calculate for the average. So the first thing you want to do is what? Calculate for the average pay, right? So that will be equals to average bracket open. I'll just solve for this. All right, so enter. So this is my average pay. So I'll come back to my figure now and take this as, so this, if we let me just decrease the decimal to 30. Let me leave it as 30. All right. So if I come here and now effect my formula and say greater than 30, hit enter. Good. So you see that this person is below all of this person. See this person that had 36.6, you can see is what? Above. All right. Let's look for another person that is above. See this person that has 31.9 is also what? Above. See another person 61.5, 72.3. So we've been able to grade them based on what they what they earn. All right. So, any question before we go on to the next one, please?
Why are you not using greater than the cell name instead of 30?
Okay, so we can do that, but I purposely didn't want to do that because when we did this one, if we do this particular one, I think yeah, that was this guy. If we do the cell name, it's going to bounce back. Let's try for this particular one. Let's see. If we say greater than, I'm coming. I'll come back to answer your question. Greater than, we will select this guy and hit enter. You see, Excel is giving us 0. It's bouncing back. So for this particular one, please use the figure 19.73 so that you get your figure. However, coming back to this one, we can use greater than what? Um, the, greater than this, alright? So we still have, do we? Oh, so now what we need to do here is we need to lock this guy K14, because if you see, it has jumped to K15 in the other cells. So we need to lock K14 and we'll use our F4 key. Alright, so we now have the correct thing across both. So yes, you can use the cell here. Did I answer your question, ma? Hello? Hello, are you there? I think it was Taiwo that asked the question. Did you get that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I got.
Alright, thank you. So, any other question before we go on?
Sorry. Did you try? Because the reason why I'm asking about the cell
Mm-hmm.
was because when I did my assignment for that sum if and can't if,
Mm-hmm.
even though I missed the sum ifs, look, judging from the correction,
Yeah.
but what I did with the can't if
Mm-hmm.
was that I added and sign
Mm-hmm.
after using the greater than sign, and it actually brought out the figures.
And the figure was correct.
Yeah, and it was correct.
Oh, okay, let's give it a try. I mean, we learn every day, right? So let's see. Count ifs, bracket open, our criteria range. Okay, let me just copy this guy instead. Let's copy this formula. Control C, Control V. What's out of it? Control A, Control C, Control Z.
There are no figures here, so you can probably just edit the ones we've done, the one for 6.
And just give me a second. Alright, so Control, Control
So in
C,
front of
and
Jane, in front of 19. Okay.
okay, let me just put it here.
All right.
I need my formula.
Okay.
So if I take off this guy, so you say I should use and
Yeah, I added
the
and.
cell, right?
Yeah, the cell. Yeah.
Okay. So should I take off the quotation marks?
No, the quotation mark is still there.
Okay. So but
So
it's
I
it's giving
used
us
after
0.
the C14
Mm-hmm.
to C37,
Mm-hmm.
then comma the quotation mark.
Mm-hmm.
The quotation mark comes before the and.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the greater sign is still inside the quotation mark. Then after the end of the quotation mark, I wrote and the cell number, the comma.
Wait, so look at what I'm doing. So you have
Oh,
the greater sign in between double quotation. Is that what you mean?
yes,
Then
yes.
another quotation again.
No, 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 no quotation again.
Oh, okay. So I should take off this other quotation here. So something like this, right?
Yes.
To enter. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. This makes sense. So why? Any reason why we are using and?
Yeah, so the and may make sure that it's combining the cell number and
Mm-hmm.
not making it another figure entirely. Because
Oh, okay.
if you're only putting the greater sign in between the quotation mark
Mm-hmm.
and we are not using and, it's not going to join it together and apply the same rule to it.
Oh, oh wow. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know that. Thank you
I
very
also
much.
didn't know that. Someone taught me though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And thank you very much, Taiwo. All right, so that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so all right, let's move on. So for for the if and right. So now see the next question. Now it's saying those whose bonus right is greater than 15 million and the endorsement is greater than 15, call them airlights. Others call them regular. Now, this means that if if how do I okay, let's assume this illustration I want to give. Okay, yeah, it's me speaking to my future, right? So assuming I am married, I'm not married yet. Oh. Assuming I'm married and I have children, all right, and we want to count the number of my children. If oh no, we want to count the number of who is laughing at me? We want to count the number of children, all right, based on two criteria. And the criteria is if they are Nosas children and they are boys. So it means that they must meet these two criteria. The first criteria is they are my children and they are boys. Now, this if or will mean if they are my children or they are it's either a boy or a girl. Alright, but now if and would mean it has to meet both criteria. But if or means it's either whether or not it's a boy or a girl. Please count that person. I don't know if I made myself clear. Hello, please, I need feedback.
Yes, you did.
Okay, all right. So now if and right, so it will be equals to if. So now you can look here, you see there's no if and function. So and is a it's a function on its own. So we're going to open another bracket and now we now want to type now. So it's requesting for the logical text. So the logical text will now be and. So you see what it says? It checks whether all arguments are true and returns true if all arguments are true. So now that we've used the AND function, we will now open another bracket. The logical one is what? It says those whose bonus is greater than 15. So I will come here, select this guy, right, and say if it's greater than 15, hmm, comma, that's the first logic. What's the second logic criteria? The logic, where is it? And the endorsement is also greater than 15. So we'll come here and select endorsement greater than 15 as well. All right. Now we are done with the logic. There's no other logic we want to add. So we will close this bracket. So close this bracket. Now, you see when I close this bracket, it now went back to what? The if function. So it now means what do you want? So if we are able to meet all of this, what should be our response? All right. So after closing the bracket, we will now say comma value if true. The value if true is what? Elite. Elite. Close it. Comma value if false. They are what? Regular. Regular. Right? Close your quotation mark, close the bracket, and hit enter. So you see, it's so let's take for example, um, this person's bonus is 21.7. Yes, it's greater than 15 million. Oh, but look at the endorsement. You can see the endorsement is less than what 15. All right. This person is also greater than 15 million, but the endorsement is less than what 15, so they are what regular. So let's see somebody who is an elite. So see this person, you see he is greater than what 15, his bonus is greater than what 15, but and his endorsement, can you see, and his endorsement is also what greater than 15, so we called him what elite, even if this person's bonus is greater than his own, yet the person is still not an elite. Did you understand that? Hello.
Yes.
Good. All right. All right. So now, if or, all right. So, like I said, if or means somebody. Okay. All right. So, if or means that, like I had said, so whether or not this person is a child of Nusa, counts the person. So whether it's a boy or a girl counts. So just like we did for if and, we'll say equals to if bracket open or bracket open. Logical one. Those whose bonus is greater than 15. Alright? So bonus, this guy, greater than 15, comma, what's logical two? Or endorsement greater than 20. So endorsement greater than 20. Alright? Now we are done writing our logics, right? What do we want to show? This is our logic. So if they meet this logic, what do we want to them to be called? So we'll close our bracket. When you close your bracket, you see that the suggestion has gone back to what the if. So we'll say comma value if true. We want them to be popular if they meet popular, comma. However, if they don't meet, they should be what? Non-popular. Alright? So when we are done, we close our bracket and say enter. So look at this guy now. This first guy. Remember, he's not he was yes, he's a regular athlete because his bonus is higher, but his endorsement is not higher. But now he's a popular person because he met either of the criteria. Remember the criteria, the logic here was either is greater than 15 or greater than 20. So you see here that he met either of them. Alright, so he is a popular person. Let's see for non-popular. Now this person that is non-popular, he did not meet any of them of the requirements. His bonus is not greater than 15, his endorsement is not greater than 20. So therefore, he is what? A non-popular athlete. Any question? Hello, any question?
Okay, you. Can I see the formula you use for if and or? Sorry, laptop one. I
Is
missed
that
that.
what? Come again. I didn't get that.
Can you can you show me the formula
Can
for
you
the
see?
one you just did? Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm sorry, my
No
laptop
problem.
went off. That's why.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
If or okay, all right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So now nested if. Now there's most times we confuse if and nested if. So if the if formula would do if you want to compare, you have remember like what we had there, it was just above or below. But nested if, we have series of grades here that we want to measure by. We have A, B, C, D. So if would only give you either it is below or above, just two. But nested if, you can have different tags, different criteria you want to work with. So that will mean equals to if bracket open logical test. All right. So logical test would be, it says athlete grade based on pay. So if this person's pay is less than 20, the person should be tagged what D. So that will be less than 20, comma, bracket open G, close your quotation mark, alright, comma. Now it is requesting for value if false, but we won't use value if false here. We will now instead we'll say what? We'll type another if bracket open. Alright. So now we need to now say if this same guy, alright, is less than or equals to 40, okay, comma, what should we call the person? Grade C. You can say C, comma. Alright. So now for the next one here, we'll now open and say if again, bracket open. This same guy, if he is less than 50, right? Please call the person what? A B player, right? Comma. The last one, if again, bracket open. If the same guy is greater than or equals to 50, right? Call him a grade what? A, grade A, right? So we are done, right? Now, for you to close this, we need to count how many brackets did we open? So the number of brackets you open is the number of brackets you will close. So take for example, this is the first one, 1, 2, 3, which one again? 4. So that's 4, right? So we'll say 1, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? Just hope we're here. Okay. So
Yes, we're here, sir.
when I hit enter, can you see what happened? So it has graded them based on the different um figures. So you see this person's whose grade is less than 40. We graded the person C. Let's look for somebody who is A. You see the pay here is what? 61.5. Let's see. So it's greater than 50. That's why he has an A. Let's see this person who has a D, 18.8. So that person is less than 20. And we said we want to call that person a what? Grade D player. Any question? Any question? Any question? Nobody's answering me.
I'm following, sir. No question from me.
Okay. All right. So it means
I have questions, but I think I'll just watch the recording. You can continue.
no. You can ask your question. If it's something we can trash.
No, it's not one. It's not one. It's not even.
It's not
Don't
one.
worry. Don't
Hey, not that
worry.
very good. All right. So who else? Who else? Okay. I'm assuming every other person got it right. Okay. So yes, we have this, and we already have this file, right? So please give me the responses, give me the answers to this. You already have this file, and then remember you need to solve for the average 2020 pay to be able to get this. All right. Now you also have a table here that says average bonus, the median bonus, most paid, all right, standard deviation. So most paid is going to be equals to mode, right? So this function returns the most frequent occurring or repetitive value in an array or range of data. So you use the equals to mode, all right, equals to mode brackets, and then you get your feed the for the bonus. We want to know the most frequent bonus that was paid to the individuals. Then standard deviation, this will be equals to STDEV. Yeah, that's this guy. Estimate standard deviation based on a sample. Alright, so this is the formula you use to get the standard deviation. Now, for relationship between pay and bonus, you would use we want to know the correlation. Is it a strong correlation? Is it a strong positive correlation or a strong negative correlation? Or is it a weak positive correlation or a weak negative correlation? Alright. So that would be equals to core. Yeah, correl. So it says returns the correlation coefficient between two data sets. So it says relationship between pay and bonus. So if you use this, the first array you want to use is what? Pay. Alright, so comma. The next array is what? Bonus. So bracket close. So this is 0.08. If we approximate this, okay, 0.1. So this is a strong positive correlation. Yeah, so it means that at any point where the um what's it called, the pay increases, the bonus as well also increases. All right. So yes, this is a good correlation. They relate to each other, but let me not bore you with all of that. All right. So I would want for you to fill all of this. All right. So fill this, then I will be sending you. This is another assignment that has to do with this same if if and or and nested if. All right, so I'll be sending this to you, and this is me saying thank you for joining joining us through the class from day one to today, which is the last day. Um, I'm really not good in saying vote of thanks, yeah, because I probably may shed it here. Because I mean, it has been an amazing class with you all, and I really do not take it for granted that you had to stay with me. Some of us, I think the likes of Meekness, Taiwo, Emitope, Mojisola, Sarah, um, yeah, Abimbola, yeah, from day one. I think it's virtually the same set of persons that have been here from day one, right? That have been, you know, being with us throughout from day one. So this is me saying thank you. And please kindly give me a second. I'm going to share a link now. All right, I'll share a link, and that link, please fill it. So fill the way you want your certificate, your name to be on your certificate. You That's the way you would fill that form. All right. So I think that's this guy. And then please, there is a um. So yeah, if you would want, if you want for us to do a class, a full stack data analytics class for you. Oh yes, we are open to that. We will charge a fee. Well, because you are coming from this class, we will see how to give you a discount. All right. But yes, we do full stack training on data analytics. All right. And I would love to have some of you um um what's it called? Yeah, join us in our next cohort. All right. So um yeah, so this is me saying thank you very much. I really do appreciate your time and effort in joining in. Somebody trying to say something. Somebody said how much. Please do me a mail, alright? Though our class, our course, the full stack course actually costs £150. Alright, just £150. But then again, we are open to discounts, right? Like I said, definitely I would give a discount to many of us who would want to join, all right, join us in the yeah, in the course, all right. So we'll have a discount for you. We can always negotiate that. All right. So and someone is asking a question. How flexible is the class? Oh, okay. So the class is flexible. All right. So you are our client, all right? We will try as much as possible to work based on your own timing. All right. Yeah. So normally what we do is it's we meet 3 times a week. All right, for the classes, and it should last for 3 months. And during the course of that 3 months, so please, I've dropped a form. A Hope that form is working now. Let me confirm. So I've dropped a form. All right, yeah. Okay, so please do well to fill that form, like the full name, the way you want it to show on your certificate. All right. So please do well to fill that. Yeah. So please, there on that form, there's also a place for comments and testimonies. Please, I'd really love for you to fill in the comments. For just, I mean, pour out your say how the class was. If I wasn't nice, please do well to share in there too. That no, this guy was just, he was not nice at all. Please, whatever it is, kindly put in there, and hopefully it's to enable me to become better, right? And become better. So kindly fill those forms, kindly as much as possible, please. I would love those feedbacks. All right. So again, and please, If you're on LinkedIn, kindly follow me on LinkedIn, please, and on Facebook as well. Please make those mentions, say those things, and tag me. All right. I'm going to drop my LinkedIn handle now. I think Abimbola, you would also share the is Abimbola here? Okay, yes. Abimbola, you would who is saying yes, patient to talk. So who is yeah, Abimbola, please you would also share my handles for Facebook and LinkedIn. Please do well to follow me on LinkedIn. I normally post and share lots of nice things on LinkedIn that would help your growth as a data analyst. All right. So do well to follow me on LinkedIn and Facebook. Let's connect. Let's talk. All right. If you want to talk, I'm also on the group chat as well. If you feel you want to say a word or two or something, please you can always reach out to me. I'm open. I'm open. So again, this is me saying I think Yoruba will say Odaro. All right. Benin, where I'm from, will say Okyonwe. All right. So this is me saying I don't. I think Igbo will say Kachifo. Is it Kachifo? Me? I don't know.
Kachifo.
Yeah, Kachifo. Yeah. So this is me saying goodbye, everyone. Thank you once again for your time. I really do not take it for granted at all. For your questions, for your I mean for everything. Yeah. So thank you, Abimbola. Thank you, Meekness. Thank you, Taiwo. Thank you, Etikan. Thank you, Mojisola. Thank you, Favor. Thank you, Temitope. All right. So please do well to fill the form. All right. Please make sure you fill the form, and please don't share this form to Abimbola. Don't share this form to the group. These are for people who, I mean, they went through, and I would also use this form to check with our assignments as well too. So please, if you know you still have outstanding assignments, kindly send in those assignments beforehand so that all right, I can send in your certificates as well. So thank you very much, everyone. Good night and God bless you.
Good night.